So, Doctor Who, the 60th anniversary. That's right, the 60th anniversary is coming out soon enough with David Tennant, Catherine Tate, the dynamic duo back together again. I think the Celestial Toymaker, Neil Patrick Harris, who, as a person, but as an actor, I think Neil Patrick Harris is absolutely brilliant. But I saw this from Nerdrotic, and I had to check it. So congratulations go out to Queen Cleopatra for hitting a 2% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to point out that for a brief time, Doctor Who hit 0%. So I don't know when this was. It says user ratings 30, so this must have been, when it first came out. But the scores for Doctor Who. So we're going to go through at least the end part of it because people were like, oh, Peter Capaldi's was really, really bad and this and that. Apart from the return of Dr. Mysterio, most of Peter Capaldi's was actually pretty high. So we'll start with The Time of the Doctor. Great episode. 88%. To be expected. It's a really good episode. So, Time of the Doctor. Season 8. Peter Capaldi's first season as the Doctor. 78%, close to 80. Still really, really good. A handsome chap right there. I love Peter Capaldi. He's, as the Doctor, he is the Doctor. So, Last Christmas. Amazing episode. 73%. Nick Frost as Santa. Come on, just perfection. And he doesn't play like a traditional Santa. He's not all happy and jolly. He's very sarcastic. He's very snarky. Nick Frost as Santa was the best thing of the episode. He was so good. And he wasn't on screen a whole lot, but when he was, he stole it. So Last Christmas, great episode, 73%. Last Christmas, season 9, 82%, very high. Season 9, The Husbands of River Song, really great episode. The ending with they're at the singing towers and all that, and the little speech he gives, just the same thing. It's so amazing. The speech River gives when they're on the ship and all that, so amazing. It's so good. And deserves an 83%. By all means, it deserves that. So The Husbands of River Song, Return of Dr. Mysterio. It was a fun episode. 51%. It was a really cool episode. It did kind of like slow down and everything. It was just like here and there. I think there's like one line in there, how the Doctor said something about getting people to leave the building, and he said he flooded downstairs with Pokemon, because this was at the time where Pokemon Go was a big thing. So he's like, I flooded downstairs with Pokemon, so that way they could get inside. Well, there's the Doctor for you. But it was really fun. The speech that the Doctor gives at the end, same thing, amazing. Husbands of River Song, season 10, 68. I mean, Bill as a companion, I just got so tired of her having to bring up that she's a lesbian. Like every episode, it seemed like she was saying that she was a lesbian and she's not into dudes. It's like they intentionally put like some dude throughout every episode to hit on her. It's like, oh yeah, I'm not into men. I'm a lesbian. It's like, oh my God, Bill Potts is a lesbian? Who knew? But still sitting at a cool 68%. Twice Upon a Time, which was really fun, 80%. You had David Bradley as William Hartnell's Doctor, the first Doctor. We got to see Rusty, which was kind of like a Dalek that kind of like defected, and he was trying to destroy Daleks. We had seen Rusty in an episode, and the Doctor was small. He got shrunk, and he was inside Rusty, crawling around and all that. But we got to see Rusty again. He's such a sweet Dalek. But yeah, it was a great episode. You know, William Hartnell, they tried to basically make him as misogynistic and sexist and this and that as possible, but we could see through that, and we kind of appreciated David Bradley's portrayal as the first Doctor for what it was. So great episode. Now we have Jodie Whittaker's. Now, for the most part, Peter Capaldi's was pretty much like 70 and above. Season 11, 20%. Resolution, 16%. That was the New Year's Day special. Season 12, 16%. So, Revolution of the Daleks, 17%. Flux, 29%. Do you see where I'm... Eve of the Daleks, 22%. Now, Legends of the Sea Devils, 7%. And then finally, The Power of the Doctor, which was a pretty fun episode because the Master was in it. And this version of the Master, he is pretty fun. You know, sometimes over the top corny with the laughing and all that, but that's expected of the Master. I think we just became so used to Missy. She was very subtle. It wasn't like John Sims where he would laugh hysterically and maniacally. No, hers was very subtle. But then we go back to a Master like him where he's doing, you know, evil little giggling and stuff like that. But it was like it was shown that like the Master was Rasputin, and there's the part in the episode where he turns on the song Rasputin and he starts dancing, and it's so weird, it's so out there and so over the top that it's fun to watch. Probably the best part of that episode is when the Master is dancing to Rasputin. Best scene in the episode. It was so amazing. Also, let's see, was it season 11? Season 11 or season 12? Let's see, Arachnids in UK. No. It's season 12 would be the episode that everyone can you hear me? Timeless Children. It says 71% for who? So is that for overall? Is that what? Episode 9. Like 28 reviews. Actually, let's see some of the for good old Chris Chinballs. Let's see what they say. A lot of this story is genuinely engaging, certainly more so than last series' utterly dull finale, and a large part of that is down to the performance of Jodie Whittaker and Sacha Dhawan. It was mostly okay finale of Doctor Who that answered some mysteries. Okay. They didn't answer anything. It just basically said, oh yeah, you know how we have the first Doctor, you know, William Hartnell's Doctor? Yeah, he's not the first Doctor. He's like 6,124,852. You know, isn't that right, Sam? Yeah, isn't that right? Oh, equal part action. Having spent weeks wondering if Chris Chin... Oh, I thought they actually did say Chinballs. If Chris Chinball's desire to reinvent Doctor Who would cause him to go too far, it's hard to not feel that he ended up not going far enough. Kind of feels like a lot of sound and fury that didn't exactly signify much. What an awful, boring mess. But The fact is, when you look at the things overall, the audience um percentage, it's not good. Um, Jodie Whittaker's was it was terrible. Every episode was extremely preachy, and there's nothing wrong with having episodes that have a message and stuff like that, you know. But when it's every single episode and it's in your face, Doctor Who, it used to be subtle. If they were taking a political stance, it was subtle. It wasn't, oh my God, in your face, like, oh my God, racism. And I mean, Rosa Parks, the Rosa Parks episode, they had some white dude, a freaking space racist. Like, he breaks out of this space prison just to come to Earth and kill Rosa Parks. Like, what? But every episode had some kind of message. It was just in your face. It wasn't subtle, and fans just got tired of it. They just got tired of it. And people were saying, "Oh, it's going downhill in Peter Capaldi's era." No, as you saw that. No, the audience numbers, they were perfectly fine. They were 70, 80, and only one of the movies or special episodes had like less than a 60. But everything else was like 70 and above. Um, that's why I dread to think what it's possibly going to be like for Well, then again, I don't. She, they did the regeneration already, so when the special starts, I think it's like a 3-part special. We're already gonna have David Tennant. It's not gonna. I don't think Jodie Whittaker is actually gonna be in that because at the end of the special or whatever, she regenerates into David Tennant, his doctor. So I don't think she'll be in it, which means pretty good chance. I mean, like I said, David Tennant, Catherine Tate, Neil Patrick Harris, which I'm looking forward to. Um, he is the Celeste. Let me check because I think that's who he's playing. All right, I'm looking. I looked at his on his or upcoming. No, I mean it's not even on here as 2023. So, series of unfortunate events. God, he was so good in that. People were like, "Oh yeah, Jim Carrey was good," but Jim Carrey had a movie. Neil Patrick Harris had an entire series to be Count Olaf, and it was just so good. Um, uh, and it says, I mean, there was one CBR. Um, like this was 8 hours ago. Neil Patrick Harris playing the Celestial Toymaker. So here's the Celestial Toymaker. But people were thinking that's what Neil Patrick Harris is going to be playing. More of like an updated, modern looking Toymaker. I mean, again, I may not agree with Neil Patrick Harris, outside of acting, but as an actor, he's brilliant. I absolutely love him as an actor. Um, but yeah, I think he's playing the Celestial Toymaker. So, along with anyone else that's going to show up, I mean, the special should be good. I mean, it's David Tennant's Doctor. You know, David. Actually, let's see. End of Time. What did End of Time get? 90%. John Sims, the Johnson's Master. So good. End of Time Part 1. 80. Oh God. Rest in peace, man. He was so amazing. Wilf was such an amazing character. He really was. 98%. The Dream Team. 98, 92, 92, Rose. And then this was Christopher Eccleston's only. He got 95, which is pretty good. End of Time, 92. And you can see, like, it is extremely high in the beginning, 89. What about some of the Night of the Doctor? The Christmas Carol with Michael Gambon, really good episode. 89. The Snowmen, Night of the Doctor. Clara. I loved Clara as a companion. People were like, oh, I can't stand her. She was really good. You know, she was like one of those people who, you know, didn't just take the doctor's orders and just didn't let him just do whatever he wanted. I mean, but then they just completely reversed the impact of her death. It's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, you know, make her like this immortal being now who's flying around in a freaking diner-shaped TARDIS. And the Night of the Doctor. I said the Night of the Doctor. This was the movie 2013. Let's see. The Snowmen. Yeah, Time of the Doctor, 88%. Such a great episode. Was it the Day of the Doctor right there? Yeah, I was looking for that. For some reason I was missing it. 98. Really good episode. You know, you have David Tennant, Matt Smith, John Hurt. At the end, you know, Tom Baker pops up as the curator, basically saying, "Oh yeah, in coming years, may find yourself revisiting a few, but just the old favorites," referring to his face. But as soon as you hear that voice, you're like, "Oh my god, oh my god," because he has such a distinct voice. Um, Such a good episode though. And then we get to Jodie Whittaker's, and it's not because she's a woman. It's not because, oh, people are racist or this or that. The episodes were just really, really bad. They were really bad. I gave the first season a try, you know, like I said I would. It was bad. I came back for the season 2. It was like, okay, maybe they learned the mistakes from the last season, and this season will be better. Nope. And then I just stopped watching it. You know, I watched The Timeless Children just because I was like, I didn't want anything to do with it. And then I'm hearing all these people like, oh my god, they messed up the lore of Doctor Who and this and that. So I went and watched it. I'm like, screw this. I'm done. I'm done. Christian balls can just go F off somewhere because this is ridiculous. But I really hope that the 60th anniversary is good. Like, really good. Because Doctor Who needs, people to come back. Each season of Jodie Whittaker's, I mean, it went from like 10 million views in the first episode, and then by the end of her run, they were pulling in maybe 1 million to 2 million views each episode, and that's pathetic. That's really pathetic. So, but it's just a special, you know. So it may be great, but then we get the Chewie or Chudy or whatever his name is for the next Doctor, the whatever. But if they're gonna be doing like the same crap that Jodie Whittaker was doing in those episodes, just with a different Doctor, no one's gonna watch it. Everyone's gonna watch the first episode like they always do, just to give it a chance. Maybe watch a couple episodes, and that will be the determining factor. If they watch 3 episodes and all 3 of them suck, you're gonna get the same thing. You'll get like 10 million, 20 million like the first episode, and then done, because no one's gonna want to deal with the same bull crap anymore. You know? We got a good old showrunner back, but the way it seems, we're probably expecting more of the crap that we see now with Doctor Who and everything else. Um, Russell T Davies was a great showrunner. Um, some of the best stories, but now I just feel like he's gonna go the Chris Chinballs route. But anyway, Doctor Who. Which is your favorite season? Who was your favorite Doctor? Which is your favorite episode? Was it one of the episodes with the Doctor, or was it one of those offhand episodes that had really no Doctor in it? Um, and of the specials, the Christmas specials, which was your favorite? Let me know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.